And welcome back. It's now time for your lunchtime sports. In a shocking turn of events, Harold Thomas was only given one game as head coach of Mount Pleasant FC, as he has been relieved of his duties. Thomas took over from former coach Theodore Tapper Whitmore after he guided the St. Anne-based team to the Jamaica Premier League title in 2023. However, Thomas became the director of football at Mount Pleasant in 2022 before being promoted to the head coach job. It is also being reported that Whitmore might be returning to the club. Mount Pleasant, in their debut game of the CONCACAF Caribbean Cup, lost 2-0 to defending JPL champions Cavalier on Tuesday. Now, Jamaica's national under-14 football team will face Puerto Rico in the semifinals of the Caribbean Football Union Boys Challenge Series this afternoon. The young reggae boys have been flawless throughout the tournament, scoring an impressive 15 goals in 4 games and are yet to concede. They started the campaign by stopping St. Kitts and Nevis 2-0 before spanking Aruba 6-0 in their second encounter. They then blanked host nation Trinidad and Tobago 2-0 before getting the better of Aruba a second time, 5-0. Now, the second semi-final, which will also be played this afternoon, host nation Trinidad will clash with French Guyana. The Jamaica-Puerto Rico game is set to kick off at 3:30 p.m. Jamaica time. Jamaican teenager Kaheim Dixon has completed his transfer to English League One club Charlton Athletic. Dixon has signed a 4-year deal from Jamaican Premier League team Arnett Gardens, with whom he enjoyed an outstanding 2023-2024 season. Dixon rose to prominence with outstanding schoolboy football performances with Clarendon College, and has already represented the Reggae Boys 8 times, scoring twice. He joins fellow Reggae Boys Caroy Anderson and Michael Hector at Charlton, and could suit up for them as early as Saturday for their next league game against Bolton Wanderers. Now, 3-time Jamaican champion Jockey Anthony Thomas is on the road to recovery, having undergone surgery last month for a fracture to his right hip. Thomas sustained the injury when the horse he was exercising at Gulfstream Park in Florida flipped over and fell on him just under a month ago. Thomas, who will be sidelined for up to 6 months, spoke with the TVJ Sports recently.
The recovery period that the doctor told me is about 5 to 6 months, before I can do get back in the saddle. I do therapy 3 times per week. I'm looking about in October to see how I can get stronger on my legs. I do home exercise as well. The therapy recommend that. I'm able to move around a little.
Now, up to the time of his injury, Thomas had ridden 12 winners from 120 rides to go along with 8 second-place finishes and 12 third placings. Thomas, who began riding at Gulfstream Park a year ago, is currently 14th in the jockeys' standings among the 79 riders. Now, one last quick one. The West Indies will begin their preparation for the 2026 T20 World Cup in India when they take on South Africa in the first of 3 T20 internationals this afternoon at the Brian Lara Cricket Academy in Tarouba, Trinidad. South Africa are coming off a 1-0 win in the 2-test series against the Caribbean side and have a good record against the regional team, winning 2 of the 3 T20 series previously contested. The squad to face South Africa will feature 12 of the 15 players who formed the World Cup squad. And for captain Jamaica's Robman Powell, it's more than just playing another bilateral series.
Gone are the days when you just play a series just for playing series sake. You use these series as building blocks. And nothing is more important than winning. Once you win games, you improve your ranking in the ICC standings. And also, guys become more familiar with roles, and guys become more encouraged to play for West Indies because the atmosphere, the environment is a winning one, and people want to associate themselves with winners. So this is a building block to 2026. 2026 might seem quite a long way away, but it's for us to continue to play good cricket series by series.
Of course, the match balls off at 2 p.m. Jamaica time. And that is Stumps, and that is it for your midday sports report. And I am Jermaine Brown. Carrie-Ann, back to you.
Thanks, Jermaine. And that's the Midday News. I'm Carrie-Ann Simpson. Join us at 7 for Primetime News. On behalf of the news, sports, and production teams, good afternoon.